Hello everyone and welcome to Gameplay Talks number 4. So from our latest playtest, we received a lot of great feedback and that helped us really change the game in a good way. So we decided to refocus on some of our system to make them simpler and more easy to understand, but keep the complexity of the game that we love. So we'll do a run again on the tower and see what have changed. You'll see a lot of change. So let's start with the forge. The weapon upgrade before were giving you build-up stats that was gonna be used in the tower later on, but it was a little difficult to understand whenever you buy a new weapon, how much you increase. So how to compare from one weapon to another. So we decided to change the system to have the weapon carry the basic stat of your character. So now you will see that you have the same list of stats, but instead to be small number, instead to be increment, there will be the stats that your character starts the tower with. So 80 health, and then you go up, and you see more health, more focus, more attack, more defense, and so on. So it's also super easy for us now to display in green the stats that are better with this weapon compared to the one that is currently equipped. And like if I equip a better one and I go back in red, the stats that are worse than the currently equipped weapon. It's also make it easy to see the difference of build-ups between the stats. So for example, from a weapon that is highly defensive, you see you finish with a 80 defense compared to a one that is highly aggressive, so you finish with a 80 attacks and still 40 defense. So yeah, that simplifies the things a lot. On another topic is for the item. So the item, this menu didn't change a lot, but what changed is the use of the item in the tower. Now you will have one use of each of them, and they will be basically consumable. So when you consume the item, they will be removed from your inventory, and then you will have new spots to gather more item during the tower. So let's see in run what's happened. So now we have a kind of a starting room. It's just for visual effects. But the cool thing is now when you start the tower, you decide what room to take. So you already decided the path you want to choose in the tower, even before your first fight. So you can see that now the map is a lot larger and you don't see the character and there is not the ability here is because all of that were moved somewhere else in the game. They are still present, but they are just doing at another moment. So when you are in the map, you really focus on where you want to go and what are the next objective for you. So you want to reach the boss. We also decide to split the biome, the three different biomes that you can find for each floor, in more clear section. So the left will be biome 1, the middle section will be biome 2, and the right section will be biome 3. It makes it easier for you to navigate in the tower and know, okay, I want to do like some forest tower, some forest biome, and I'm on the right on the tower. Now I know I have to steer to the left. So it doesn't remove the choice, but it makes it simpler to read. And the map is larger, so it's like easier to read as well. So let's start with some fall biome. So you start your objective, and you can see that right now we have on the top bar, you have quick reminder to all the systems that we have. So you have your both character, you have how much health they have, you have the star code, which are used to get upgrades within the tower, and then you see the full list of items that you have, and you see that you have 5 spots. So you can carry up to 5 items and use them. To use them, you will use them at the beginning of the room. So here you can see I can start the room or use some item. If I'm using some item and let's say I want to increase attack of my character, it will last for the full run, for the full room, sorry, not the full run. So I use that on that character and now I start the room. Now if I press pause, I can see the stat of my character and I can see that my sword and shield have 80 attack right now. But when I start the tower, I only have 40. So now for this whole duration of that room, I can see the stat upgrade of my character. there. And after the combat is the same than before. So you are moving around, you are like trying to kill the enemy. We also tweak the damage that will dealt by your attack. So it's a little more balanced right now. Before the archer was like overpowered with his attack. Now it's doing less damage for the combo, but the finisher attack are doing a lot more damage. So it's a kind of a balance. You will have to use your correct attack. You see that now my sword and shield, because of the boost in power, she's dealing 40 damage with the finisher, which is like huge. The archer is only doing 23, so it's less damaging. And so if you look at the top of the screen, you see that one slot was removed, item was removed from the slot. So now I have a free slot, and at the end of each room, I have a loot screen that I will be able to gain some bonus item within the tower. So that is cool. So here I'm getting wish, which are the star that you can see at the top. They will be used to increase your stat whenever you go in a campfire later on. And then you gain the ability. So those were the little squares that you find in the map before. But now when you choose an ability, it's a lot more clear what's happening. So you have to choose between 3 random ability generated, and they explain what they are doing. So there is no more guessing of what the icon is. You can just read. So I really like the jump, so I'm gonna choose a jump, but now I still have to choose what character I give it to. So here I can choose, can I give it to the sword and shield? Should I give it to the archer? I like to give it to the sword and shield. So let's do that, small animation. We go back here, nothing more to loot, and we go back in the tower, in the selection of the room. So you see that now everything is a lot more streamlined, it's a lot more easy to understand, but the system are actually the same. So it's that was great user feedback that we received to say that the complexity that we had before wasn't really necessary. So we tried to hide it in some sense, but we wanted to keep our core system and our core challenges that is the same than before. We also reduced drastically the damage from the fall damage. Before it was like killing in one shot nearly everybody. So now, yes, he's doing a lot of damage and you should use that, but you still have to finish the fight, you know. So let's see what I can do. Go back there. Okay, it will respawn, so I have to still be careful. The animation of the archer also was decreased a little because the damage output that he had before, because of that animation time, was like too high, so we couldn't keep that. So focus on kill, gain a small amount of focus upon killing, counter attack, doing an attack when you receive a damage, that's fine. Yeah, I like counter attack on my sword and shield, that's super powerful. Now I'm gonna steer on the left, so you see I change biome now. Now I arrive to the lush biome. It will be helpful for looting stuff, so you will know what kind of loot you will want from what kind of biome. And there will also be the random ability that you get from each room will be depending on the biome that you are doing. So maybe if you know that you really like one of the ability and that is from the lush biome, then you will have to steer and stay on the lush biome until you get it, and then you can go on the other biome if you want. I'm gonna try some other potions, so increase damage, increase defense for this guy because it seems like really needy, and yeah, so that will be fine for now. So I'm gonna try to bring that guy up here and start damaging the bomb. So now I did something stupid here, which is my archer was in front of the bomb, obviously, because I tried to damage it. So, and here I think it's too, no, okay, it's not too far, good. So gain wishes, gain ability. The Overwatch, that was one of the most complex ability to make the player understand when we add the playtest. So the fact that we can have some text describe it, what it is, it's really a good help for us for the usability aspect. The text still have to change. We are working on that as we speak, but it's still good that we have some place to explain what they are all doing. So let's try to give it to the archer and see how it works. But you know how it works. You already seen the previous episode, so. Yeah, so you see even the bomb barrel now take a lot more hit to kill. And basically one thing that I've changed is now the combo attack are not doing a lot of damage. They are just doing a lot of number of damage. And if I want to do real damage, I need to use my finisher. That is to balance a little and not let you just do combo attack forever. So basically here you grind away the health using the combo attack, and at the last second you can switch to the finisher. And that's basically the most optimal way to use your character. There is also other tricks that you can use with that, but we'll speak about it in a future video. But yeah, it makes the process a little more tactical because you have to think about what you are doing. Basically, just spamming the finisher attack make you lose a lot of damage opportunity because the finisher are super long, so you will be able to do one or two max each turn. Uh, but doing your combo up to the last minute, it's really how can I say, really need skills and knowledge of the timing, because if you are not stopping before the right end of the turn and doing your finishers, then you lose your biggest damage output. So you really need to think about your timing and say like, okay, I can do one more small combo before I start with the finisher. Oh, shit, that was wrong. Okay, now I'm gonna try to put it here. That is good, but my archer gonna. Oh, even my sword and shield, so everybody get attacked. Oh my god. Okay, okay, I can do that. Oh, oh, no. Oh, oh, wait. Okay, quick. That was good. So I see that he was dead because of my counter attack. My turn came back, and I was able to move before it explodes. Yeah, if I had another character and it wasn't my turn to play, I might not be able to do that, so that was lucky for me. Focus on kill is really good for the archer because it's losing focus when he attacks. Oh, finally the first campfire. So now we can use one of the wish that we gather from the tower, and we can increase the stats. But what we wanted to do as well is to make the increase feel a lot more meaningful than before. So before you were building up really slowly your stat, like +1 or +2. Now each of them, it's a very good chunk of increment. So +30 for the health, +15 for the focus, 10 for the time, which is like 1 full second. So if you increase your time, you have 1 more second to play for each turn, which is really perceptible. So, but you can increase your stat only one time in that screen whenever you reach a campfire. So each campfire is one increase, but the increase is more meaningful. That was meant because before people didn't know what to increase, and so they were stuck for a lot of time in that room. So I really love to increase my time. So 1 more second complete is like amazing. So I can continue and have a lot more time now. Here what I can try to do is to bring them. Yes, perfect. So I did start the counter attack on the guy that explodes and like makes the yeah, that was super cool. And I could do that because I had more time. If I had only the 4 seconds when I was starting the tower, I will have no time to push both of the enemies. But now, because I increased my time, it's a lot more possible. So here I can try charge my combo or I didn't have time to finish my combo. So, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was drastic. But yeah, that was meant to happen. I was like super careless. So yeah, that wrap up our session for this week. And I'll see you in 2 weeks with a lot more updates and a lot more news on Guild of Ascension. Thank you for watching. Bye.